Luka Magnotta spent a lot of his time in Florida throughout his life. This podcast will be discussing events in Miami, including his life as a successful male escort in Florida and the Omar Laparra unsolved murder and dismemberment case. Luka denies all involvement in these unsolved crimes. Let's discuss some of these stories. Luka was traveling back and forth from Los Angeles to Miami in the 2000s. Magnotta was a top expensive male escort working internationally. People claim he was using aliases and fake identification. However, this was never proven. Luka would frequently stay at the homes of his wealthy friends and clients. His clients would also provide him with condominiums and luxury hotels. Luka spent a lot of his time in South Florida, but denies all unsolved murders and crimes that occurred there. Firstly, let's discuss the unsolved homicide of Omar Laparra, whom was discovered cut up in pieces and placed inside a suitcase in the Bay of Biscayne in 2009. That case was never solved. When asked, Luka denied everything. Luka denied he frequented the same gay nightclubs as Omar Laparra. Luka denied abducting this man, and Luka denied raping and cutting him up. Basically, everything Luka has denied in relation to the Omar Laparra case. The Miami police investigated and said they didn't have evidence. Luka was in Miami at that time. Nobody knows where Luka was at that time. Nobody ever will. Other allegations include Luka framed Tyler Hayes Weinman for the unsolved Miami serial killing cases in 2009. Weinman was later exonerated and found not guilty. That case is still not solved. Nobody had any evidence Luka was in or nor near there at that time in 2009. Luka also denies mutilating cats and murdering them for animal snuff videos on the dark web. Luka denies sending the anonymous tip linking Tyler Hayes Weinman to the crimes and framing him for the killings because Weinman had discovered things online. Magnotta completely denies all involvement in the South Florida Miami 2009 crimes and won't discuss them further. Luka was extremely busy working as a male escort in Miami. He was always at parties and always on his clients' boats. Luka denies dissecting the 33 dead cats and posing them on properties of Miami residences to terrorize them. Luka denies all serial cat killing accusations and stories his clients forced him into all this in Florida in 2009. Luka was given a brand new Lotus sports car by his clients to drive around South Florida along with a Lamborghini. These vehicles were only loaned to Magnotta, and Luka loved driving them all over the streets of Miami. One escorting client in South Florida was really obsessed with Magnotta. It started stalking him. Every place Luka went, this man would be. Lavish gifts were sent constantly to Luka's homes. Eventually, Luka just contacted his friends in the Russian mafia who handled the situation. Luka constantly had issues with obsessed, crazy stalkers and clients. People just couldn't get enough of him. Luka became very skilled at evasion and learned to disappear quickly. Luka Magnotta was also in Florida in 2010. Luka left New York City after his partner Manny Lopez brutally beat him. Idiots and armchair detectives falsely claim Magnotta's phone records don't show him calling Manny ever. It's a well-known fact that Luka had multiple phones and many different phone numbers at the same time, as most escorts do. Luka frequently also used burner phones and internet calling, so nobody can say for certain who Luka called at any time because Luka Magnotta had multiple telephones and used internet calling. Manny Lopez is a real man. Him and Luka did date, and Manny Lopez is a well-documented person in Luka's past. So all these wannabe internet detectives can just shut up. It's impossible to claim you know anything for certain about Luka's life, since you were not there. Luka Magnotta, when asked about internet snuff films still floating around the dark web, people keep associating him with them, denied everything. Luka specifically denied all involvement in red rooms on the dark web. Red rooms are a pay-per-view torture sites. If you've ever seen the Hostel films, you will understand what I am talking about. Luka denies he was paid to deliver victims to sex rings. Luka was, however, dating a very successful billionaire in Palm Beach and in Miami, Florida. He attended a lot of sex parties where a lot of very perverted and sadistic activity went down. As I've said, the media got Luka's stories all wrong and left out almost all the important points and events. As with most people, the lying media fucked up big time. While in Miami, Luka met Nicole Fillinger, who was traveling on fake papers and used an alias name to enter America. Nicole was a con artist and a female escort. She involved Luka in cons and frauds, and as Luka put it, she was a horrible escort. She disclosed to Luka how she would break into homes in Portugal with her boyfriend, Christian Brickner. The world of escorting is very small, and you come in contact with a lot of people. Luka did come in contact with Nicole. She was a big con artist. Luka refused to get involved with her and her credit card fraud. They briefly attended some events together she was involved in. She was also paid to escort men in town. She returned back to Europe after she was accused of stealing a lot of money in Florida, and she told Luka she was going to live in Germany. She said she hated America and never wanted to return. She told Luka she was going to work in the catering industry. Luka spent a lot of time partying and enjoying Miami nightlife. If you were wondering what Luka did in his spare time, he enjoyed nightclubbing and going to expensive parties. Luka was always out and enjoying life. He was practically never at home. In 2010, Luka was brutally assaulted in New York City by Manny Lopez. He went to Miami because he had lived there before and he had a lot of friends there. Luka had a lot of bruises and was raped and checked into a Miami hospital to get help. The doctors wanted to ensure he had a safe ride home, so they called his friends and relatives to help him. Luka was never held there against his will, like Marilyn Monroe was. That is fake news. Luka's idiotic mother tried to get the doctors to keep him in there, but the doctors laughed at her and ignored the bitch. Luka's dad was helpful and sent Luka's friend to pick him up at the hospital in Miami. It was clear Luka was traumatized and badly abused. This is all documented. The South Beach police were horrible and lazy and didn't want to open an investigation. The 911 call should have been released. A lot of pics exist of Luka's severe domestic abuse at the hands of Manny and other sadistic individuals, so there is a lot of undeniable proof. A lot of fun and partying happened in Miami, but also a lot of very dark stuff happened. I hope this podcast explained a little more about Luka's mostly untold story. More is to come soon. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe, share, post, and retweet. Thank you.